and people laughed and they used to say, yo, I know it's fake because black people don't trade.
I used to be broke as a joke, now I'm having whatever I like. I still been fighting my demons, it's been one hell of a fight. I'm tired as hell, but I swear that I never get tired of trying. I'm cool as a wind, but I still can't let that nigga cross my line. Fuck what you heard, I don't care who you are. Came from the dirt, now I shine like a star. Ask how I'm doing, I'll tell you I'm fine. Look in my eyes, you can tell that I'm lying. Never thought that I would make it this far. I sing my little song as I play a guitar. Was writing this song and I ran out of time.
Alright, you guys, so this video, honestly speaking, is long overdue, right? I wanted to go ahead and bring my mentor, Rich Off the Net, to the channel, you guys, to give you guys some value, somebody who's been leading in entrepreneurship, investing, and just educating and, you know, just leading people all around the world, helping them create financial success and financial freedom. And so I wanted to put this video together so he could actually share some value, give you guys some game. And I'm gonna let him go ahead and introduce himself as well.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's up with the family? With my boy 773 Josh. You know, we locked in. My boy been locked in for a few years, man. So shout out to everybody on this channel. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, hit that like button, run my boy up to 5,000 subs ASAP, man. But yeah, it's Rich Off the Net. For y'all don't know, y'all hit my channel, Rich Off the Net, the Rich Family, if y'all looking for some gems over there. My boy Josh about to bring me back to YouTube, so this is like the welcoming back. So shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate you having me, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited to see Rich come back to YouTube, y'all. I was literally, just like how y'all watch y'all favorite YouTubers, I was watching him because the biggest difference is he was creating success and he was doing things that I could follow behind. You know, it's a lot of people out there on YouTube, on social media, living lives that we don't even know where to start to create for ourselves. So I'm excited for this one. Make sure y'all grab some notes, right? Really lock into this one. All right, so for those who do not know, Rich Off the Net was literally one of the first, you know, African-American individuals on social media, on the internet, talking about investing, talking about trading. And so I want to go ahead and ask him some questions for you guys so you guys can understand the true opportunity when it comes down to being able to get into trading, understanding how to multiply your income. So we're going to go ahead and ask some questions about not just trading in general, but trading Forex to be exact. So my first question for you, Rich, is when did you personally see that there was opportunity for yourself in trading Forex?
Shit, man. So the first time I seen trading Forex was, I want to say 2013. So the first person that introduced me to running business online, YouTube, doing YouTube, this was about 2013. It was a 15-year-old kid that I just ran across online, and he was trading Forex, and he was talking about how you can make thousands of dollars a day, clicking buttons, not having to sell, work, you know. So that was the first time I seen somebody really like trading. It was like 2013, but I ain't had no money, so I went to do the business side first.
For sure. For sure. I feel like a lot of everybody that I know that has ever traded, it's like a word of mouth type of industry. It's like you always see somebody doing it, you hear about somebody doing it, they kind of put you in position and you start trading. And so my next question is, you know, because you've been trading for a long time, you know, so I'm pretty sure there was ups and downs in your journey. And I know for anybody that may be watching this that's ever traded before or ever thought about trading, I'm sure this is something that, you know, they think about before even getting into it. But I want to ask you, what was your biggest challenge for you when you first started trading Forex?
All right, so when I first started, you know, it was a lot different than now. We didn't have no mentors, no groups, no communities, no strategies. It wasn't even no strategies going around. It wasn't no bots. It wasn't no AI. It wasn't. So my biggest challenge really in the beginning was, so I'm the one who originally started teaching everybody, and I used to teach people don't use a stop loss. So that was like the first mistake. So like my challenge was learning it because I didn't have anybody to look at that was doing it correctly for real. It was just the first person that really put me on was a kid. And then the next person who was even in the mix with it that I knew he was doing it wrong. He was telling people catch the high of the day and bet their life savings on it and call them back tomorrow. That was like his line. And he was just teaching people how to catch the high of the day for like $1,000. So the hard part was really just, you know, going to baby pips. Anybody that's an OG, you know, baby pips, really going there and just studying it and really learning it and learning through mistakes and wins for real.
For sure. So, me personally, I would say my challenges was completely different because, I did get into trading in a more advanced timing. And so when it came down to the challenges that I had, I experienced breakthroughs. I feel like with every challenge, you got the ability to either just go through it and accept it or muscle through the challenge to actually, get to that next level. So I want to ask you, like in your journey, with the challenges and whatnot, when did you actually like experience that breakthrough, and like what caused that breakthrough to where things started to, make sense?
So my first breakthrough was probably like my first week trading. I took a $40 account. I made like $1,200. I was broke as hell.
Dang.
And I really needed some money. And so, I'll never forget, I took $40 and I had made $1,200. And that's when I knew it was real. Like, oh shit. I'm in my drawers. I ain't even got up yet and I done just made $1,200. And so that's what I originally started sharing people, that $1,200 story. And that's what people start to become aware of it, right? Because there was nobody on Facebook at the time. There was nobody on Twitter at the time. Instagram, I don't even think the Instagram was lit or even a thing at the time. So, I would go into like shoe groups and different little groups on Facebook and post a screenshot of MetaTrader 4, and they was like, yo, that's fake. It don't even got a dollar symbol next to the lot size. So they didn't even understand that this is a lot size, not a dollar.
Right.
And then they like, oh, it don't even say USD. They didn't understand that I was trading a foreign currency. So, in the beginning, a lot was just different. I was like really trying to educate people like, nah, you can really go trade Japanese yen and, foreign currency from yourself, from MetaTrader 4. You don't got to be connected to Charles Schwab or have this big investment portfolio.
Right.
So that's really how that was my breakthrough, like that 1,200, and then just not being scared of posting my results. And people laughed and they used to say, yo, I know it's fake because black people don't trade. I'll never forget seeing someone say that, like, yo, nah, it got to be fake because people like you don't do this.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's wild. That's wild. So for me personally, I know when I started seeing results trading, it was kind of the same thing. Like I feel like, I don't know, it's like that kid that do something good and they want to go show their parents immediately. Like, Dad, look at what I did, So it's like when I first started seeing results trading, I did the same thing. I started posting about it because it was like an eye opener for myself. But when I did it, it was some people that understood the power of trading and it was some people who didn't understand. But with you doing it so early on in the game, like what even like made you say like, all right, I see them hating, but I still want to keep educating. I still want to help people learn about this. Like what, because it's easy to be like, all right, they hating, and then you retreat and be like, okay, well, it ain't my job to change everybody's life. Why do you feel like you had the mindset of like, I'm going to keep educating, I'm going to keep training?
I mean, I always been a person like want to put people on and stuff. So that's just in me. And so, I mean, shit, turning $40 to $1,200, I was like, you can't beat that.
Facts.
You talking about? I was already into sales and building businesses online. I already been into that since 2012. So when I really got deep into trading, I felt like I could teach people who struggled with maybe networking or struggled with running a business online or struggled with sales or struggled with having influence, but those people who struggle could still click buttons and make money, So I always had it in my head like, man, if I can introduce the sales world to Forex, we're now selling the average person that can't get a sale something that they can still make money like the person that's making all the sales. So that was the original goal, like, okay, I might be able to get a sales team of people that could sell this shit and this product, but then what about the people who can't do nothing? All right, now we got something where you can make just as much money just by learning the skill and applying it.
Right. Oh, that's big. That's major. I'm not gonna lie. You making a decision to share it anyways changed a lot of lives, bro. A lot of lives. Like, it's crazy to like. so many years later, I wouldn't even be trading if it wasn't for somebody that looked like myself, you know,
Yeah, I don't
openly
like
talking
to toot
about it.
my horn, but anybody I see trading, I'll say 98%, if not 99.9%
Talk
of
your
this
shit.
whole trading community comes from me doing that post about the $1,200.
That's crazy. Yeah, and when I figured that out, like when I learned that, because when I first got into trading, as you guys know, like you'll search something up and then so many things will start popping up. And so I got the course, I started learning how to trade, and I'm seeing all of these other videos and gurus supposedly talking about it. And I'm like, you know, maybe I could just go learn from this person, or maybe I could go find it here. And it was crazy to figure out that a lot of the top people on YouTube came, you know, through connections of yourself. So that's wild. That's wild. Now, I know.
Shout out to all of them.
No, for sure, for sure. Now, I know you talked about the $40 to $1,200. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I know somebody right now who's struggling to pay rent, and that little $40 to $1,200 could have did it for them. So I want to ask you though, outside of the first big win, what was like your biggest loss, and why did you decide to continue? Because I've mentored or educated some people on trading, and I'm talking about people lost $100, $50, and they gave up after that. So like, what was like your biggest loss? And then at that point, why did you decide to continue forward?
My biggest loss from trading Forex? My biggest loss trading Forex, I want to say probably like 60,000, something like that.
60K?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, you mean like one trade?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
60K in one trade?
Yeah.
I could only imagine a week.
Yeah, that's a bad month.
Oh my God. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like now that I've been investing and trading and in business, my perspective towards losses changed. Because if you was able to lose 60K, how much did you have? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like it's like some people ain't even in a position to lose 60K.
Yeah, and I was real like, I was one of them guys. I felt like I had to make 100K a day, 50K a day, wake up to 20 with it floating. So I was real high leverage type of guy.
Type. I feel that. So, with that though, why did you decide to continue?
Man, you could turn 40 to 1,200. I mean,
that says enough.
It's never an option to just, I had moments where I didn't trade, but I continued because it was something that I was learning how to multiply money. So when you get money, the only thing you're thinking about is what to do with the money now. You could put it in real estate. You could open a mom and pops type of business, brick and mortar company. You could do trucking and all that stuff. But just because of what the world is turning into, and I was real hip early on understanding what we're living in 2025. I was hip to that in 2013 and 14. I knew it was going to be a digital world. So I just was trying to stay ahead of, what we're in today now.
All right.
I already knew this was going to pretty much be the normal, where people were going to be entrepreneurs, and it was going to be about having multiple streams of income, having your money work for you, not just working for money. So I was just trying to make sure I was ahead of that game.
For sure.
And when you learn how to click a button and make 100, it's just different.
It's definitely different. It's definitely different. So I didn't even have this question in the plans, but I do want to ask you, and it's a question that I want to hear personally. And one thing I know about you is that you're a deeply forward thinker. Like you be thinking ahead of, like you predict the future sometimes, and I'd be like, how did he do that? So to be a person so early on in the industry and be a big reason why minorities and just individuals in general see opportunity for themselves in industries that we wasn't really in position for, how do you stay humble, like knowing that you created so much success for yourself and for other people,
Yeah. Humble. I won't call it humble because I'm not like just the humblest person. I'll call it more just grounded and mature. I grew up around a lot of people who made money. I've seen them lose it. I told you about the story, and I had a Rover in high school, so I've been around people who had it and had money and 100,000 and probably close to millionaire. I've been around those type of people. And so just even as a kid, I always treated the janitor the same way as the boss. I always understand that you may be up and come down, and you may need that person that you either shitted on or helped that was down here at one moment.
Right.
So that's what always just keeps me grounded, is just understanding that everybody had their moments, everybody has their time to shine. And the only thing that makes certain people different is like their morals and what they stand on. Because everybody gonna get some money one day.
Facts. I ain't gonna lie, that's value. That was some real value. Nah, facts. Man. So we talked about the loss. Now, what was like your biggest gain, and how did that impact your life?
My biggest gain from trading Forex?
Yeah.
Like on one trade?
Or in a day, or whatever.
Okay, so I had took like a $7,000 account, and then like overnight it had ended at like 130.
A $7,000 account to 130.
Yeah.
Yo.
Now, I'll try to find a post so you can post it or whatever, put it right here. But I'll never forget. I had put like 7,000 in there, and I was trading just regular pairs, not even no currency, no crypto, no high end commodity or nothing, no US 30. It was just regular USD, JPY, I think, or Euro USD. Or it might have been Euro GBP, but it was like some regular pair. And I just kept stacking trades. I had felt like I had caught the top of something, and I started with like $7,000. I think my original lot size in there was like 4 lots, and then once I seen it start going, I went in another 4 lots and another 8, and then another.
It started doubling down.
Started going crazy. And I remember Stevenson was at my house, and I woke him up like, yeah, I told you I'm really like that.
I really trade.
You know what I'm saying? I just sold you this, you know what I'm saying? But we had a flight to where we was going, Barbados. So $7K to like 100 bands right before the flight type situation.
He said, yeah, let's upgrade the tickets. Went from the back
at work. We didn't celebrate. We got up, went to go work.
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, 100K overnight.
Off of 7K is crazy.
Off of 7K is insane.
I didn't have times I done made good money, but I had more money in. But that's like my biggest profit type of day, from just a 7K account to that is crazy. I've been trying to do that again.
He said, let's run that back. Nah, yeah. So with that, how do you feel like that moment impacted your life, since that was like the biggest, That
moment really impacted my life because it made me not appreciate small wins. So that moment really kind of like messed my mentality up as a trader, because it made me not appreciate be in profit like 5,000. I'm like, nah, it's probably gonna go to 50. Or I'd be in profit,
I did that before.
10,000, and I'm just looking at it like, that ain't enough,
Yeah.
So it made me now like, if it ain't, pretty much life-changing money, and that's the wrong way to look at trading. You really want to stack up those small profits, because every time I lost, I looked at a win first. So I would be looking at wins, not taking it, wanting more and more and more, and then end up losing.
Right.
Greedy.
Yeah.
Because I got that 100K day in my mind, and I'm trying to chase that.
Yeah.
Do that over and over and over and over
Definitely.
and over. But, it was so many times I could have took the 10 and 12 and 8 and 5 and 4. And that's what made me take a break from trading, because I realized that I couldn't.
All right, y'all. My camera had died, but we're going to go ahead and move on to the next question.
Okay.
We're going to wait on him to send his important text message. Cue the elevator music. All All right, y'all. So, like I said, camera died, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to the last and final question, you guys. So, Rich, I want to go ahead and ask you, bro. If you were to go back to the beginning of your journey, right? I know you guys started in trading back in 2013. I know resources was probably limited. You know what I'm saying? You probably didn't have it. It wasn't as obvious or available as it is now. But if you was to go back to the beginning of your journey, but with today's technology and resources, you know, to learn trading and investing, how would you actually start?
Man, if I had to go back with the knowledge I had today, resources, first thing, just getting into trading, you got to understand that most people who trade, they go to college, they got a teacher, they're probably studying to have a job as a trader. So I would come in with the correct mindset of understanding that this isn't something to flip money overnight. It's not like a lotto situation. This is a real skill set that you can learn and then teach generations and generations, even your own family, on how to make money work for them. So one, I'll have my mindset correct. Two, I will reach out to Josh, you know, people who are in the communities that are like you. They may not be super, super rich, right? But they're a part of a community that's gaining knowledge that you don't even have yet, that you should have had 20 years ago and that your parents should have had. So this is information that's really been stripped from you. Like, we kicked the door in and stole information from the rich that they've been hiding from us. So I would try to find like a mentor, a community, literally what Josh offers, like just a community of like-minded individuals either learning at the same time as me or have already learned this. So I would try to find a mentor just to make the experience easier and more simpler to learn trading. Next, I would try to find ways to apply AI into it so I don't have to dedicate all my time looking at the charts and really just sitting there and, you know, not being able to enjoy life, because it's all about enjoying life, having time freedom. So I would look to find a way to implement maybe AI services into trading, to where it alerts me and lets me know when to get in and out of trades. And then, you know, the last thing that I feel is important, I will stack up a realistic bankroll, because a lot of people come in with $200, $100, $400. If you're coming in with realistic expectations, like, oh, I got 100 and, you know, I just want to make like $5 to $10 a day, perfect. But most people come in like, I got 100 and I want to make thousands of dollars a day. That is going to put you down a real deep rabbit hole, right? So I will come in realistically. If I have a job, I would know, okay, if I'm getting paid, how much people be getting paid? Like $2,000 a month, probably.
Probably like 2 to 3.
So if I'm getting like $2,000 a month, you know, I would probably try to stack like $200 a month just to put to the side while I'm demoing and while I'm learning, because I want to at least be able to come in with $5,000 to my name to trade with.
For sure.
So I would stack a realistic bankroll, and then learn 1 to 2 strategies you don't need. And to see a lot of mistakes, a lot of times people make a mistake and they think they have to learn the whole trading industry from front to start. But really, man, your first strategy could probably make you rich. Like A could probably make you rich. A, B. A lot of people want to learn A through Z, and you don't even need more than just A and B, you know, or
That's
B and C. You know, so I think just finding a strategy that works for you, finding a time frame that works for you, and just trading maybe like 3 days out the week. You don't want to go every single day, maybe Tuesday through Thursday throughout the week. Those are the best days anyway. And so last thing, saying realistic goals. So having a daily goal. A lot of people come to the markets and they just want to click the button and take in whatever. But I feel like if you have a realistic goal, then it's going to make your journey just so much easier and so much more profitable, because now you know exactly when to get out the markets.
For sure. Man, that's a lot of value, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. That's a lot of...
Make sure y'all follow Josh, man. Hit that sub button, hit the like button, man, because... You know, we don't be doing all these type of videos, but if y'all looking to get into trading, man, definitely want to follow Josh page. He's dropping gems. He's giving you guys the knowledge. He's been tapped in 3-4 years. He went from having a job, quitting his job, making over $50,000 online, traveling to different countries all around the world, showcasing this, teaching this. So y'all want to make sure y'all tapped in, because y'all tapping into the new rich off the nets. You know what I'm saying? That's taking the knowledge that we got. I'm 30 now, 30 plus. All right, so you guys, you young guys, it's up to y'all to take this knowledge and then be able to share it with people, man. Because that's where you're really gonna position yourself as somebody, as a teacher, or educator, and that's where the money at, for sure.
Facts. Definitely, man. I'm super grateful for your time, bro. And I want to let y'all know, this year is going to be a very monumental year. We finna be having multiple streams of income, building our portfolios, all of that stuff, and it's something that you definitely do not want to miss out on. Rich told me in the beginning of the year that this was going to be our biggest year yet. So if y'all want to be a part of greatness, you guys want to be around the right community and get the right guidance. That's the only reason why I truly believe that I am where I am, and it's because of the experience that he had. It's because of the losses that he took, and he was able to show me how to not take those same losses and make those same mistakes. So I'm extremely grateful for it, and I want to be able to pass that on to you guys as well. So in the description box below, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually set up a free Telegram group for anybody that's watching this right now and want to be around that like-minded community, so that you guys could kind of come in and get an inside look into what it is that we do within our community, so you guys could be able to figure out how you can not only learn but earn and grow long term to make 2025 the best year of your life. So make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, follow Rich Off the Net on Instagram, follow him, subscribe to his YouTube channel, and make sure you guys stay tapped in, because it's gonna be a great year. Let's get it.
Nowadays all of my enemies wanna be friends.